kids, Comic Book Man here to remind you that the Alternate Reality Spotlight Sale begins on February the 15th and it runs through the 20th. It'll be a whole week of savings here at the store. And what's the spotlight on this month? Women creators. That's right. All of my trade paperbacks featuring female creators are going to be buy two, get a third one free. Now, which women creators are we talking about? Fine folks like Jill Thompson, Devin Grayson, Gail Simone, Elaine Lee, Catherine Immerman, and many, many others. They'll all be here at the store, and for that whole week, you buy any two, you get a third one free. That's only here at Alternate Reality, so stop on down.
Two things. One, this is Indie Ellie. And two, it's time for Sweet Dan's Reviews.
You're despicable.
It's me, Comic Book Man. Welcome to my video outhouse. It's time once again for Sweet Talking Comics, and Sweet Talking Comics can only be with
Sweet Dan Sweet.
Oh, see how that works?
I know.
It's amazing. And today, Dan is talking about one book only, and that's the indie title from Zenescope, Legendary TAILSPINNERS.
That's right.
And so how are the Legendary TAILSPINNERS? I understand you were very upset because your favorite animated characters are not in this.
Yeah, dude, Baloo the Bear from the Jungle Book and the other cast of TAILSPIN is not featured in this book for even a panel.
What the hell, guys?
I kind of felt a little ripped off.
Oh, well, this book is a...
That aside, I gave the book a fair shot.
Okay.
And I think it's both interesting and flawed in its concept, which is Mother Goose has kind of flipped her wig, and she's starting to kind of jack the other legends for their magic mojo. Their magic story mojo.
What?
Oh, yeah. Magic story mojo. The stuff that gives them their legendary status, their ability to spin tails and things like that. So anyway.
Okay, essentially this is a Fables ripoff.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
exactly.
Okay.
And I was gonna slowly finesse that point into the thing and kind of not come right out and say it, because there are aspects of this book.
So Sweet Dan, finesse it for me.
There's many similarities between this book and
which one?
Bill Willingham's Fables.
Really?
Oh, really?
No kidding.
I'm not kidding. And you know why? It's primarily because he uses characters like the Big Bad Wolf and Rumpelstiltskin and
everyone else you've seen in Fables.
Yes, pretty much. And
who are all public domain characters.
Exactly, which is why we saw that with another book I reviewed last week, Legends, the
dollar book.
Yeah, Legends, the crappy story that nobody really cares about.
So how do you really feel about it?
Here's the thing. This book looks phenomenal. I loved the art in it. I love any book that almost looks like a Disney cartoon, broken down into story panels and laid out on a page. And this had a really animated feel to it that really worked for the story. It really worked to its advantage. Fables has really simple art to it as well, and I kind of think that's where it came from. But the colors and everything like this just really jump off the page and pop. It's really a loud book. So I thought that worked toward its favor, despite the fact that the story was kind of stale and you kind of felt like you had seen it all before. Yeah. At least you saw it really sweet looking illustrations. You know what I mean?
So the art is good, but the story is all the way down?
It's just uninteresting.
Or like this.
I don't know. If you're not reading Fables or have never read Fables, give this a shot, because Fables is kind of like near its like 80th or some 90th issue. There's a lot of backstory to read there. If you've wanted to get into that and haven't found an adequate jumping on point, this may be an adequate substitute, or at least a stepping stone to get to Fables later on. If you can pick this up and read this and you enjoy it, move on to Fables, because it'll be better.
Why wouldn't you just read Fables in the first place then? So yeah, don't buy this, just buy Fables.
I'm just trying to sell more stuff.
Okay, well, in that case, thank you. So, pick this up because it's really good.
It's really good looking.
It's really good looking.
And at least it's really good looking.
At least it's really good looking.
At least it's really good looking.
So explain to me one more time this Mother Goose mojo
Exactly.
thing.
Mother Goose is attempting to steal the mojo from the other stories.
Is it? They actually call it mojo?
No, that's my word for it.
What word do they use? Do you remember?
It was something
Stuff?
along the lines of Mojo.
Spunk?
She wants Baron Munchausen's spunk.
Yeah, okay, well, I can understand that.
That sounds like a whole different story right there.
If you've read any Xenoscope stuff, it's keeping right in,
this is
that tone.
This is not Xenoscope. Xenoscope was Legends. This is Dynamite.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm calling this Xenoscope. It's Dynamite.
No, that's because just last week we had a title very similar to this from Xenoscope, which was a preview, Legends, the Enchanted.
Okay, yeah,
or
yeah,
it's some such stuff.
Yeah.
Fables is getting a shot at a TV show apparently.
Yeah.
And now everybody's hopping on that bandwagon and seeing if they could use those public domain characters to try to make their next big. Who cares? Okay. Really, Fables. You're right. Why won't you just go to Fables? You can use the amount of backstory as a reason not to read it. There's a lot of jumping on points. I don't know. I don't know why you'd read this. I don't know. But somebody made it, and it looks great. So I'm
sorry to the folks at Dynamite. I had a brain fart. I thought it was Xenoscope for some reason. I'm sorry to the folks at Dynamite. This is a Dynamite production because it's Dynamite. Same folks who bring you Boys make this. The same folks who make Lone Ranger make this. Yeah. Dynamite Comics. Pick them all up. They're great. This is okay. At least the art's good.
The art is really good, though. I mean, seriously, I can't say enough about it. So
okay, so that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We're done. Yeah. We're done stomping all over this thing.
Yeah,
you can read more.
We're not stomping all over anything.
Dan sends me reviews as wonderful as this one every day, which I post up on the store's website. Yep. And where's the store's website at? Oh, Sarah knows.
What, you have to ask me about it? It's your website, www.myalternatereality.com.
Stop off at the store's website, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Sweet Dan.
Who's going to try to figure out what company makes the next books.
I know what company makes the books.
Bye!
Later.
Hey kids, it's me, your TV pal Comic Book Man, to remind you that the February Hero of the Month here at Alternate Reality is none other than the Todd McFarlane immortal creation, Spawn! That's right, Spawn. All of our Spawn trade paperbacks at Alternate Reality are 25% off all month long. Now, this isn't the junky stuff. This isn't the overstock. This isn't the stuff I can't get rid of. It's every single Spawn trade paperback in the house. We got Spawn, we got Violator, we got Hellspawn, we got Medieval Spawn, we got Sam and Twitch, everyone from the Spawn universe. And it's all 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality. Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.